representing Jeans for Justice.
Ah.
Hope in the Park.
Yeah.
2011. Sorry, my voice is hot.
We're all coming together to prevent violence actively through education, art, fashion, domestic violence and sexual violence. They need to stop. So.
Right now we did a yoga exercise and we put our feet against each other and held hands and bonded a little bit to begin with. And one of us was pulled back forward by the one that was leaning back. And it was all about communication and trusting the other person and understanding their feelings, making sure that they're safe and comfortable with the other person, and trying to just connect it to real life experiences that we have regarding relationships and just everyday life in general.
I definitely felt the connection. Everything having to do with violence and abuse and all that, it's always about communication, or not always, but a lot of it has to do with communication. And so what was great about this is that we were checking in with each other and you were able to see like how far she was able to go before it hurt her and stuff like that. And it's the same kind of idea when you're in a relationship. You need to talk about your boundaries. You need to talk about what things are comfortable with you and what isn't. And it was also really eye-opening because like I can know that, but when I'm in a relationship, sometimes it's harder, or when you're in the moment, it's harder to be like, oh, I should be talking about how I feel instead of just being like, oh, okay, I'm just like, I don't want to say anything yet, whatever. And so it's like a reminder that like, if you're able to talk about it now with someone you don't know, because I didn't know her before, it's why can't you talk about it then? Communication is really key, because if she had just laid full back and I like all of a sudden was like full on stretching, that would hurt a lot, and I wouldn't like that. And so
like I pointed out that I felt like she cared about me and I trusted her more than I do my own boyfriend, because she was so concerned about my feelings and was constantly checking in to make sure that I was comfortable with things, that it felt good for somebody to like care about you that much and be that concerned. So like this exercise can really be implemented into everyday life and any scenario that you come across. We're trying to get across that you need to talk about your feelings, you need to see how the other person is doing in order to prevent this sort of thing. And even if it's already occurred, like spreading awareness to the community about these things that happen is just a way to like have everybody informed on some of the stuff that happens in our community.
So we did just bond a lot through this exercise, and I think that if you can utilize that in other aspects, it's not only helpful within the relationship, but within it so you feel safe and comfortable and like you have some other outlets out there and you don't know about them because you're not willing to talk about it. And so it's not only about opening communication within the relationship, but within other people as well.
I think it's great. Everyone out here is coming together, and it's providing the kids with the tools that they need, to cope and to be aware of really what's out there. And it's a great event. So
Hope in the Park.
Yeah.
That's right.
To break the cycle too.
Yeah.
And hope this happens every year. This is great.
Right.
Good.
Awesome.
Therapeutic through art too. So
Yes.
it's great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. Yay! Thank you so much, ladies!